The Little Turtle and the Pearl. In the vast ocean, there was a little turtle. Its shell was beautiful, and every fish that saw it would swim over kindly. The small fish would say, "Wow, Tilda, your shell is so pretty." No matter where the little turtle swam, the nearby fish would happily gather around it. The little turtle loved the feeling of having friends. One day, while the little turtle was wandering at the bottom of the sea, it sang, "I am a happy little turtle, I am a happy turtle." Suddenly, the little turtle noticed something shiny on the sandy seabed. It swam over, picked it up, and said, "Wow, it's a pearl. This pearl is so bright and beautiful, it must be very precious. I'll hide it so that only I can have it." So the little turtle carefully hid the pearl in a secret coral reef, and it would visit the pearl every day. Sometimes the little turtle would place the pearl on its back and gently stroke it with its flippers. Other times, the little turtle would cover the pearl with seaweed, afraid that it might be swept away by the current. Sometimes the little turtle would even sleep with the pearl. With the pearl by its side, the little turtle felt like it owned the most precious thing in the world. However, over time, the little turtle began to feel increasingly lonely. It was always worried that other animals might come and take the pearl away, so it started distancing itself from its friends. The small fish asked, "Little turtle, why haven't you been playing with us lately?" The little turtle just shook its head and said nothing. One day, as the little turtle was about to check on the pearl, it suddenly noticed a big fish lingering around the coral reef. The big fish said, How did such a beautiful pearl end up here? It looks so lovely." The big fish swam toward the pearl, intending to take it. The little turtle was startled and quickly swam over, saying, "This is my pearl. You can't take it." The big fish smiled and said, "Why keep such a beautiful pearl to yourself? Why not let everyone enjoy it together?" The little turtle replied, Because I found it. It's mine." Just then, a group of small fish swam over. They saw the pearl and were amazed. "Wow, Tilda, this pearl is so beautiful." The small fish said eagerly, "Little turtle, can we also take a look at the pearl?" The little turtle saw the expectant looks in their eyes and began to hesitate. It thought about the loneliness it had felt recently and suddenly realized something. The little turtle said, "Okay, you can all look at the pearl, but be careful not to break it." The small fish happily gathered around the pearl, carefully admiring its beauty. The big fish also smiled contentedly. "See, isn't this better? Sharing joy with everyone is the true happiness." The little turtle smiled too, realizing that sharing the joy of the pearl with friends was much more fulfilling than keeping it to itself. From then on, the little turtle no longer hid the pearl but played and admired it with its friends. It learned to share and became much happier and more content. As everyone gathered around the pearl, a careless little fish swam too close and bumped into it. The pearl rolled off the coral reef and with a crack broke into several pieces. All the fish were stunned, and the little turtle was also frozen in shock. It looked at the broken pearl, feeling very sad. The small fish quickly apologized. "We're sorry, little turtle, we didn't mean to." The little turtle was silent for a moment and then said, "It's okay. It was an accident." The small fish said, "We can help you find more pearls so that you won't feel lonely anymore." The little turtle nodded and smiled. "Thank you for your kindness. Even though the pearl is broken, I've realized that true happiness comes from being with you all, not just having the pearl." From then on, the little turtle and the small fish worked together to find more beautiful pearls and shared them with all their friends. The little turtle learned the value of sharing and became happier and more joyful. This story teaches us that growing up is not just about owning things, but also about learning to share. True happiness comes from sharing beautiful things with friends, and even when the pearl is broken, friendships become stronger.